dun, dun, dun. And hopefully I'm now live. Just need to check this out. That I'm now live. I'm streaming. Hopefully this is working. Hello there. I'm Ash Mannix, and it is Christmas Eve. And no one's going to be watching this because everyone has a life except for me. Cookso has a life, is busy. I am bored, and I thought I would try something out. So Cookso had recently been playing a game called Higanbana, which was a visual novel produced. Well, the story was written by Ryukushio 7, who also did Umineko and Higurashi, which are like my favorite visual novels ever. So I thought I would go down a rabbit hole and see what else Ryukushio 7 had made. And one of the games he'd made was called Rose Guns Days. And that was, I was able to actually purchase a copy. There was like a Japanese website. Like someone on Reddit had linked to it. And they allowed you to kind of buy the game for about, was it 2,000 yen or something? And I was able to buy it, so I've officially paid for this, downloaded it, and then I was able to locate a English patch on the vndb.org website, visual novel database. So here we are. And I don't know, I mean, let's just get into this, shall we? This game's a little bit different. Apparently it's got quote unquote fighting mechanics, so we'll see how this goes. And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons, and this has got a special because I think this was the special edition of the game. Let's get into this. Would you like to try the tutorial? So I'm just going to switch over to the full screen, and I'm going to say yes because I've not played this before and probably should do the tutorial. Welcome to the world of Rose Guns Days. Here, we're going to give you some basic tips for enjoying this game. And I'm just going to... Alright, Luffy. The only reason I'm playing the tutorial is because it's a janky visual novel that's got game mechanics. I don't want to I want to know what their attempt at game mechanics are before I play it. Let's start out with the most basic of all. How to save. Oh, I know that. If you right click during one of the story sections, you'll see the screen. If you want to save your game, just click that button at the top. Yes. If you do, it'll take you to save mode. Choose a slot you'd like to save in, click in your game. Awesome. Oh, Meryl. Unlike the first version of the demo, you can save wherever you want. Fair enough. Pretty convenient, right? Fair enough. Next, let's take a look at the fight scenes. Yes. Rose Gun Days may be a novel-style game, but it does have fight scenes. Each of these scenes has a simple minigame. I'll hand it over to Kirigi-san for the details. Ooh, who's this? Hello. Hey there, kid. Listen up. If you want to come out of this alive, you've got to shrug off the sparks that followed you. If it feels like there's a fist fight or gunfight coming for you, make sure you're ready at all times. There's 2 parts to a fight. Defense and attack. I'll teach you about defense first. This white hit mark is an enemy attack. You can block a blow just by putting your mouse over these. Oh, I hope this works properly. No need to click, just moving the cursor over it is enough. Think of it like swiping away an enemy's attack with your mouse. If you can do this a certain number of times before time runs out, then you've successfully defended yourself. By the way, if you're trying to figure out how much time you've got left, take a look at that vertical bar on the left side of the screen. You've got to block a certain number of hits before this shrinks down to nothing when time runs out. Swing your mouse around and block all the enemy attacks before the time limit. That's how defense works, in this weird game. Swinging the mouse without clicking Not so hard, right? Alright then, let's give you some real life practice. Shit. Hey, someone get over here and show this kid how it works. Any takers? Hello? How about I let you in on a little secret? Kirichi here makes it sound like swinging your mouse around is incredibly easy. But what if you aren't using a mouse at all? Good point. And some people just aren't fans of action games. Depending on their computer and so on, some people might have trouble getting through the fight scenes. So I've got a special trick just for those guys. And this secret is the spacebar. What? The spacebar? It's that really long key on the keyboard right in front of you. If you're playing through the fight scenes and you think this is too hard, or I don't really like this, then just slam on the spacebar during the fight. What happens then? That activates your special move. No matter how fierce an enemy's attack, one press of the spacebar will block it. Incredible! So you can beat out any foe with just a hit of the spacebar? Exactly. Oh, but don't tell Kirichi about this. Wait, what is the point in having this game mechanic if you can just skip it? Who the fuck's... Hey kid, sorry to keep you waiting, but there's some random fucking FBI, CIA wannabe behind me. This man here is gonna attack you. Try and put your mouse over his hit marks to block his attacks. And if you're stuck, don't forget that spacebar trick. Okay, let's go. Let's see you defend yourself. Right. Oh, fuck. That is... Did he hit me? I don't know. And that's defense for you. That was... I don't know if it was because I was covering very quickly. I don't know how much time I actually get to do all that. Memorize that feel. Did you try using the spacebar? No, because I'm awesome. You really can defend yourself with just a little push, right? Now, let's move on to attacking. Pretty much like last time, the white hit marks are your attacks. Unlike defending, you've got to click the mouse this time. Put your mouse over the hit mark and click. That's an attack. You start by sinking 3 blows before time runs out. First, sit back and watch. I'll show you how it's done. What are you showing me? I don't see your... This is stupid, but anyway. Once you've gotten 3 hits in like this, it's time to finish it. Take him out with a finishing blow. Once you've landed at least 3 hits, you'll see a mouse icon in the lower right of the screen. This means you can activate your finishing move at any time by right-clicking. This is the icon they show, a literal old shitty mouse. Oh my days. When you see this in the lower right, try right-clicking. You do know how to right-click, right, kid? If you're right-handed, you'll probably be clicking the button with your middle finger. When you do, 6 playing cards will appear like this. Choose whichever you like and click. That'll let you slam a foe with a powerful finishing blow. Once you've done that, you've performed a successful attack. You aren't done until you get that finishing blow. Got it? Don't you go left clicking around like an idiot till time runs out. So, 3 attacks and a finishing blow before the time limit. Don't forget it, kid. And don't forget that spacebar instant win trick. It's supposed to work when you're attacking, too. It doesn't matter who you're fighting. One smack on the spacebar and they'll be rolling around on the floor. You ladies, get out of the way if you don't want to get hurt. Okay, kid, time to try it out for real. Click 3 hit marks, then right click to bring out the cards. Choose whichever card you like and click it. That'll be your finishing blow. And if you're having trouble getting a hit in, don't forget that spacebar. Go! Let's see you attack. Gameplay. Oh shit. What? Alright. Damn, that's pretty quick. So you could keep on clicking, left clicking all of these until the end of the fight. Do that, but nice going. This is actually a lot more fast paced than I thought it would be for a visual novel fight game. Looks like you've got some potential, kid. Did you try using the spacebar? Just one press works for attacking too, doesn't it? If you're having trouble with the fight scenes, or if you just want to enjoy the story sections, feel free to use the spacebar as much as you like. What do you think? Attacking and defending are pretty easy, right? So easy, in fact, that I'll bet some people would be falling asleep by now. For those crazy brats, I'll teach you a trick for getting a high score. The secret's called Overkill. What's Overkill? When you're attacking, I told you that you could do 3 hits before right-clicking and landing a finishing blow, right? About those first 3 hits. Actually, if you have enough time, there's nothing wrong with hitting the guy a few dozen times that way. What the fuck? Alright, Crack Dealer, how's it going? You have just joined me at the beginning of this wonderful new visual novel I've decided to play called Rose Guns Days, which is another game visual novel written by Ryuko Shio-san that I was able to actually buy online from some Japanese store. And it has quote-unquote fighting mechanics, which I am now learning about just now. Also, Merry Christmas. I suppose it's Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all that stuff. Hopefully you guys are doing good. I don't know. Try hitting them a bunch before time runs out, then ending it with a finishing blow. Yes. That's what we call overkill. It sounds like a fearsome attack. What'd you get for doing it? Your level will keep going up. Ah, Loopy, that sucks. Did you do anything interesting? Even if you were on your own. In other words, the game will get harder and harder. Wait, no, I don't want the level to go up. And as it gets harder, your possible bonus score gets bigger and bigger. When you do your finishing blow, 6 cards appear, right? That's what I'm talking about. The numbers on the cards are tied to the bonus score you get for clicking them. In other words, the higher numbers you manage to click, the more points you get. Wait, so if I hit... Is that a 2? Oh wait, it is a 2. Fuck, man, these... The font for these numbers sucks ash. On top of that, if you level up like crazy, you'll start seeing higher numbered cards showing up. Keep on overkilling and boosting your level. Boost! Then aim for the very highest cards to boost your high score even more. If you're one of those crazy brats, try see just how high you can get. It'll give you a good challenge. Look at his smug ass smile. Loopy saying I was busy writing BS in Python. Awesome. Was it for like work or something, or just for yourself? I've not used Python that much. I've been doing a as I've mentioned before, I was doing a video tutorial series on YouTube for Godot, and Godot has its own like scripting language, which is really similar to Python. That's the closest I've got so far to Python. Hey, now it's starting to sound interesting. How about I get a magnificent high score and become the strongest woman in Primavera? Primavera? That sounds like a fucking piece of software. If you want a lot of points, you need overkills. Sounds pretty tough. Oh my god. This character feels like a Kuxo character. I want to get on with Unreal Engine. Unreal to learn animating. Doesn't Unreal Engine use C++? This is a total, yeah, as I was saying, Meryl is a total fucking Kuxo character. That I just imagine his oh shit, he's got a certain voice for these type of characters. That's only something action game fans need to worry about. Yeah, whatever. If you just want to enjoy the story, feel free to forget all about it. It's not like you unlock anything special just for getting a high score. But people who don't like action games can ignore the score. That's right. And anyway, you can win those fighting scenes with just a single press of the spacebar. Right, so to summarize, right, you've got game mechanics for handling fights in this game, but you can press the spacebar and skip all that bullshit for each fight. And I'm like, why have it ever? Soon Kuxo. Loopy saying never used Unreal, no idea. Yeah, so I could be wrong, Loopy, but I remember doing a Udemy course a year or two ago on Unity, and Unity uses C# for the scripting, coding parts, and as I understand it, Unreal uses C++, which is pretty hardcore, man. Loopy, yes, if that's how you want to put it. Still, everyone, please try to get as far as you can in the fight scenes without using the spacebar. Who think you're talking to, Kuxel? This is Ash Manix. I can't be fucked to play gameplay. I think you'll be able to experience the world of Rose Gun's days much better that way. One last thing. I have some very, very important information for you. Oh. Believe it or not, no matter how much you mess up in the fight scenes, you'll never get a game over. Oh my god, this is my type of fucking game. Since you want game over, you can take it easier during those fight scenes. Feel free to get used to the fight scenes at your own pace, instead of worrying too much about missing or time running out. After that, if you decide it doesn't really suit you, you can easily clear all of the fights with a spacebar. Okay. One sec, I'm just going to move these screens a bit. So, crazy brats can go for high scores and overkills, while people who don't want to play can use the spacebar. Okay, time for your graduation battle. Let's just do this. Attack and defense. Let's see what you've got one more time. If you're confident, try getting an overkill when you attack. Ugh. Keep hitting until the last second, then right click to bring up the cards and finish it. But if you right click, the timer's still going. And if you aren't enjoying it, please try using that spacebar. You won't game over. Just play so you can enjoy yourself. Okay, here we go. Show me what you've got. Oh, this asshole. Right, shit. What? Yeah, the timer still goes when you're selecting the cards. Click, 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 click. One of these. KO! That is still far too much gameplay for my liking. And you get scores. This is fascinating. This is a visual novel that has scores and an like crude RPG system. And I've got emblems. What the fuck are these? Overkill. Fuck knows what any of this is. Sharpshooter. Or I don't know. Whatever. Player rank 2. Okay. Luffy, I have a hate relationship with how badly Unity games run on my devices. Even visual novels made by Unity lag so hard compared to most other engines. Oh. I didn't think that Unity was that inefficient. I don't even know when that guy stopped and Rose started talking. Crydeal, yeah. This is a Kuxo level of voice acting. You're on Ash Manic stream, expect shit. Wow, nice going. If you can do that much, you'll be fine. Sorry to keep you waiting. Now, we can finally raise the curtain on Rose Gun's days. Damn, man. I am... Yes. I'll see you again inside the tail. Please have a good time. I like Rose. Wait, Rose? Rose Guns Days? Oh. How would you like to experience the fight scenes? Oh, you can do an auto mode. Right, fuck, I'll just do it as a mini game. I'm gonna regret this. The story is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to real people, events, places, etc. is purely coincidental. The story takes place in the criminal underground. The characters appearing in this work are from various nationalities and various ethnic groups. But they all add... Oh, for fuck's sake. It's aimed at a Japanese audience, however, there is nothing but preventing people outside of Japan from enjoying it despite this. Uploading to a video site? Oops. Screening, running a real-time commentary reproduction. Wait, what? 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 What was that? I need to fucking look at that in the recording again. That zoomed by. Do I have to pay 10 million yen if I stream this? Look at this cool guy. Fucking... Look at that hair. That smug ass face. Okay, okay. No more complaining from me. I'll take pasta, even udon. Gotta be some place around here that'll give me some grub. Oh, ye angels on high. If you can hear me, please show me the way. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. Ow. Hey. Now there's a surprise. An angel really came falling down. Apparently she had jumped from the second floor of that store. She had been prepared for a fairly tough landing, but hadn't even imagined that she'd be caught out of the air like this. I'm so sorry. That's true, crack dealer. I could be like... fucking dodgy ASMR, and Kixel's not on to be pissed off about it. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Come now. You fall as light as a feather, miss. And while we're at it, could you tell me where I can get some good pasta around here? Pasta? Look! There she is! Men in Black. Oh shit, it's this dude. Is that man with her too? Who cares? Get him. You mustn't get dragged into this. Put me down. No. But what? 4 or 5 dangerous-looking men surrounded Leo as he held on to Rose. Are you another one of her bodyguards? You don't get fucked. You don't want to get fucked up, do ya? Put that woman down, disappear. I'm no magician. Vanishing into thin air is going to be a bit of a problem for me. Hey, don't provoke them. Why am I not always so quick to start fights? Speak for this guy. I'll fucking run for a fight. I'm a fucking big coward. Trying to look cool in front of the girls is what makes us tick, miss. Bastard! You're gonna try to act tough. I'd stop if I were you. Times like this, the cool guy always wins. That cocky son of a bitch. Beat him dead. Fight time. Fa. Attack time. Click, click, click. Click, 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 click. Fucking one of these. Oh shit, defend. But these are gonna get smaller, aren't they? And I'm gonna have to... Which one's the biggest? Ah, fuck. Yes, 92%. And I'm clicking. Oh shit, yeah. Rank 2, whatever. Practicing the green suit archetype character. I didn't know there was like an archetype for a green suit. There's definitely this type of like cool guy archetype. He looks like the fucking Jet from Cowboy Bebop. And somehow they always have the same personality. Hentai. Alright, Hentai Hero. Chat actually loaded the first time. What a horrible event is about to occur. I have started playing a game called Rose Guns Days, which is a visual novel that was written by Ryukishi07, who did Umineko and Higurashi. And it has fight mechanics. So I'm already regretting this game because it has gameplay. You see? The cool guy wins again. Get bastard. Ignore them. You have to get away quickly. Probably a good idea. Looks like there's plenty more of them coming. The sound of many rushing footsteps approached from a back alley. It seemed like a lot of people just to be chasing a single frail girl around. Do you know what? This feels like the story from Final Fantasy VII. And I hear saying, isn't the Higurashi writer doing one of those new Silent Hill games? Yes. Me and Kuxo have talked about this in the past as well. I think it's called Silent Hill F. Which I am cautiously optimistic about, but it could be shit because Konami's involved. Let's run for it, miss. Doesn't seem to be much point hanging around here. Not that way. This way. Got to find Wayne-kun. Wayne-kun. A friend of yours? He's the one who helped me get away. He's strong too, but against numbers like that? Don't worry. As long as he's cool, we should be okay. Fuck it hell. Don't be so flippant. Wayne-kun. Wayne-kun! Who the fuck is this guy? Rose-san! Who's this fucking hoodie wearing motherfucker? This is like me if I was trying to dress up well. It's like I'll keep wearing it. I'll wear a hoodie, but I'll put on an unfinished suit jacket. And I think the one with the flower girl. Yeah. A dress shirt and a hoodie. Yeah, this is a fucking look, isn't it? Wait, can I do the thing where... Oh wait, I can save. Right. I'll do that again. Oh, there's a backlog title load. Okay. Ha. Ha. You bastard. Get the hell away from Rose-san. Wayne-kun. You poor thing. You're hot all over. Is he? He's just got a little tear on his face. I mean, he's definitely hurting fashion standards here. What? This? This is nothing. Now here's a guy who can go all out in front of the ladies. And just who do you think you are? That's right. I haven't even asked your name. Me? Well now. Why don't I go with the latest trend and introduce myself as Leo? Thank you so much for saving me. My name is Rose. Rose Haibara. Leo Shishigami. Ah yes. There was something I've been meaning to ask you, miss. What is it? Any idea where I could find some good pasta around here? This guy, man, what the fuck? Wayne seems like a huge simp. Yeah. I'm kind of getting that kind of like... He kind of sucks a bit. So this is, yeah, so this game is set in what, the 1930s or something, which is an interesting setting for a Ryukishi 07 game. Rose Guns Days. Oh, this has got music. I'm totally gonna get context right. Gratio, yeah, join my cult and I won't date you if you're over 24. Well, who is it? Oh fuck, I forget the name. Who's that actor? It's like he dumps everyone since they hit 25. Nice to see Crack deal his standards. I do like this. This is definitely giving me the same vibes as Cowboy Bebop. Because Cowboy Bebop, even though it was a space cowboy drama, I don't know, it had this kind of 1930s style kind of feel to some of it. Maybe it was the music. The music felt a little bit kind of that era. Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, that's it. Love it. If you look young, it's all good, Hentai Hero. To be honest, I'm not that fussy. Bang bang. Choo choo choo. Oh, this is the that era of Ryukishi where, or like all the original games have just like photos taken from like real life and then slightly blurred. Igunbana was like that as well. Loopy, if you ever do whatever you're doing, actually, I'm kind of curious about the coding stuff you're doing. If you're making a game and it's on like itch.io or something, I'm up for playing it. And I hear we don't get movies like Dick Tracy anymore. I don't even think I've watched it. I've seen tropes about like Dick Tracy style movies, but don't think I've seen the actual movie itself. Or those movies, if there's a series of them. Tokyo 2012. 2012? When was this game made? A vast cosmopolitan city with a mix of Eastern and Western cultures and races, known to some as the Istanbul of the Orient. The Istanbul of the Orient? Tokyo? Okay. From the east, there were Chinese, Filipinos, and Indians. From the west, you had both Americans and Europeans. In this chaotic metropolis, modern Western skyscrapers mixed with traditional Asian structures, and people of all cultures could be found everywhere. I will agree that when I went to Tokyo once, it was interesting seeing like 1,000-year-old shrines and temples next to like new buildings and skyscrapers, all within Tokyo City. The official languages were Chinese, English, and Japanese. Except for those looking to major in Japanese culture, it's become increasingly rare for students to choose to study Japanese. Even the television programs are almost all in Chinese or English. What? What? This is this like, oh, this is an alternate world. I remember reading something in the blurb for this. This is like an alternate universe or an alternate timeline where I don't know, someone else won the war or something. Just the other day, another Japanese language program got cut due to low ratings. For that matter, even I can't remember the last time I spoke Japanese, except to my mother over the phone. Oh, who's talking? Who's doing this narration? Then again, it's normal for even elementary schoolers to be bilingual or trilingual these days. This is the 21st century. Internationalization has had a big impact. That looks like a London cab. What the fuck? Even so, I stared out the limousine window at the chaotic skyscrapers and let out a sigh. Is this supposed to be a limousine? For an impoverished newspaper reporter like me, riding in such an ultra-luxury vehicle was like something out of a dream. I should probably introduce myself. Yes. My name is Hayashibara Julie. Hayashibara Julie? Or is that said in a Japanese form and it's like Julie first name, Hayashibara second name? I'm a newbie newspaper reporter for the Japanese branch of a major newspaper company, the Hong Kong Daily News. Though I'm still a complete and utter rookie, working as a sort of apprentice for my superiors, I've been selected for a ridiculously huge job. It's not because I've incredible talent, it's because I'm Japanese. Julie, what did you do? Ooh, this is Julie. What? I've just been doing what I normally do, nothing more. The copy editor is calling you. You're supposed to go to the chief's office. Last time I was in the copy chief's office, it was to get my letter of appointment right after I joined the company. I realized that a huge bigwig wanted to see me, but I had absolutely no idea why. Tilting my head to the side, mostly from nervousness, I headed towards the chief's office. In the office I found that not only copy editor Chen, but also Chief Lu, and even the head of the cultural department. Did you want to see me? No need to be nervous. You aren't in trouble. Yet. Have a seat. According to your resume, you are Japanese. Is this true? Yes. Well, it's true that my mother and father were both pure Japanese. Why would you have to specify that? Just say yes. The truth is, a certain VIP in a Japanese secret society has offered to... Wait. A certain VIP in a Japanese secret society has offered to give our company exclusive scoop. She is the honorary president of the Japanese association called Harukaze. Gina Amakawa is her name. The Japanese Association Harukaze, or Spring Breeze. On the surface, it was an organization for cooperation and mutual aid between Japanese brethren. According to rumor, though, this little society also reigned over the Japanese underworld. Their honorary president, Amakawa, held enormous influence over all the Japanese members of the Diet. Wait, the Diet is the, government people, wasn't it? She was also said to have deep connections in other various realms of government and business. However, she was even more famous for being the first leader of the Japanese mafia group known as Primavera. Certainly is a very influential person in the criminal underworld, isn't she? What's up with these little, I don't know if this is the English patch errors or something like that. It kind of looks off. Correct. These days, she ranks among the top heavy hitters in Japan's underworld. And she's going to give us information? Apparently, the major surgery she underwent last year led to a change of heart of sorts. She decided that she wanted to leave a record of her life. Rumor has it that she knows behind-the-scenes details about several scandals that shook the government after the war. Who knows what'll come out? We can't let anyone else get their hands on a scoop this big. Precisely. And we want you to take on this important job. That's more than I could have even dreamed for, but why me? Well, that's what Amakawa wants. A single pure Japanese reporter to take down the story. Pure Japanese. This is... I don't know why this is sounding kind of dodgy. Be sure you make a good impression as a member of the Hong Kong Daily News. Since my childhood, when I get called the sushi... oh, fuck. Since my childhood, when I got called the sushi geisha in grade school, I've never been proud to be Japanese. What the fuck is this racist? This is such a weird racist... this huge chance, which has been dropped on me all of a sudden, made me grateful for my heritage for the first time in my life. Ouch. Yeah. Jean Amakawa's mansion is coming into view. Imagine owning such a palace smack dab in the middle of Tokyo, with its enormous property values. She must have done plenty of bad things to gather up this much money. What a horrible assumption. Oh, look, she is rich, therefore she has done bad things. Granted, she is up high in the underworld, but still. Crackdo was saying, don't want to talk about FEI. Lupi is saying, I doubt you'd want to use anything I make. Look, doesn't matter if it's... Yeah, I would like to try it out. I don't mind. I write code and stuff, and if I make something crap, I would be quite happy for people to test out or try it out, even if it's shit. I mean, I think I told you guys I made a plugin for OBS, or I tweeted it or some bullshit. People have downloaded that, and I know at least one person has used it. I'm sure it's buggy as shit. And I hear saying, yeah, America is a relatively new nation, so we don't have really old shit. No, I think, what's your history? Is it 1700s? Is it 400 years? And how badly do you want to keep your job? I'll be saying, if I do make something, I will make it unnerving enough for you to vomit. Oh. Yeah, horseshit. Loopy's like, do not underestimate me. I'm not underestimating your capabilities to make me vomit via code, Loopy. You've got me slightly intrigued, but also very worried. And Cratty's saying, I've done plenty of bad things, I hate Rich. Fair enough, clear enough. When I reached the mansion, I was given a thorough body check. No surprises there. They must have dirt in hundreds of politicians. Who are these dodgy-ass guys in suits? You must be Hayashibara Julie-sama from the Hong Kong Daily News. That's right. I'm humbled to have been invited here today. Madam dislikes bright lights. I ask that you refrain from taking pictures. Oh, right. I heard about that. What about a voice recorder? That will be fine. This way, please. I was guided down a corridor which lay alongside a garden filled with beautiful stones. Here and there were glaring men in black suits who openly carried machine guns. The inner sanctuary, in stark contrast to the Japanese style before, was done in a very relaxed Western manner. This was probably a place set aside for her privacy. My guide gave a small knock on the door leading in. Madam, Hayashibara-sama, the reporter from Hong Kong Daily News, has arrived. I don't know what the fuck this voice is I've given this guy. Yes. Please enter, Hayashibara-sama. The man in the suit opened the door and motioned for me to enter. He and the others did not go in. Beyond this door lay Madame Amakawa's sanctuary. I'm coming in. I passed through the doorway timidly. Blurred image. On a sofa in this brightly lit room looking out on that beautiful garden, the woman of legend sat with an elegant posture. She glanced at me, a sharp glint in her eyes behind those sunglasses as though sizing me up. If she takes a disliking to me from the start, it's all over. My whole body tensed up under the pressure. Then she laughed slightly, took hold of a cane and rose to her feet. Oh, look at this, fancy with the sunglasses. Look at that blue rose as well. I wonder what that signifies, because I'm pretty sure at the start of the game, you click where you click start, it is a blue rose that you click on. Loopy is saying, I've made a web scraper with Python that only uses OS, a system with GNU tools, one single script, all code inside that. Even the GUI inside that, it would break if compiled. And I made it so everything was neatly categorized into subfolders within subfolders. And if you copy even one thing, it would break. Edit anything, it will break. I just want to see the you say, do you know, Loopy, I think you'd like, there's an operating system out there, a version of Linux, where it's command driven, and if you write one single, if you make one single error in the command line, in a command, it will just wipe everything from the hard drive. You seem like the type of coder that would enjoy that. Oh god, what voice do I give this person? What am I talking about? All my voices are similar anyway. You are the... Oh man, what the hell is this voice? What do old lady voice, but like old rich? I don't know how to do that. You are the reporter, yes? It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Hayashibara Julie from the Hong Kong Daily News. And it's truly an honor to be invited here today, Amakawa-san. Ho ho ho! No need to be tense. Also, please call me Madam if you would. My apologies, Madam Amakawa. I look forward to working with you. Madam Jean will do fine. Oh, fuck, I don't know what voice this is. No one has ever called me Madam Amakawa, you see. My apologies. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Just one slip-up after another. And now I'm sweating all over. Her real name is Amakawa Jun. Jean is her second name. What? In the troubled period right after the war ended, there were stories that a Japanese-style name could be a handicap in areas under American Army jurisdiction. Okay, so the Army took over Japan, which is, I mean, like, Japan lost the war last time, like, so I don't know how this differs, but America have just, like, taken jurisdiction of the country. So it became popular to go by a European or American-style second name. And so, just hearing the name Jean Amakawa was a sign of how old she was. Oh, right, this would be World War II. Club Primavera. That's what the multicolored neon sign said. Inside, it was beautifully decorated, filled with beautiful women, a beautiful song being performed on stage, and beautiful drinks lining the counter. I'm getting a lot of beautiful stuff here. However, paying no heed to any of these women, Leo sat stuck. Wait, shit, are we? Alright, so we're not the reporter right now. However, paying no heed to any of these women, Leo sat stuffing his face with an extra large serving of pasta. Oh yeah, this is wonderful. Stuff is wonderful. Think I could get another serving, miss? Don't worry, the pasta isn't going to run off on its own. Is it really that good? You should have seen the dung they fed us at the repatriation office. Now that isn't meant for human consumption. Repatriation office? You were repatriated recently? I had a run of terrible luck. The boat supposed to take me back struck a mine and sank. Managed to drift to somewhere or other, but then I got caught up in this ridiculous misunderstanding. What kind? I'm not too sure about it myself, but they apparently thought I was some kind of fugitive or something. Yeah, they thought, So I was locked away until things finally got cleared up. You poor thing. Even though the war's already been over for 3 whole years? And there you have it. Before I know it, it's 1947. Ye holy shit, yeah. That's why I've got 3 years of having fun to make up for. Ah, that hit the spot. Couldn't eat another bite. Yep, your pasta is the bomb. Oh, fucking hell. Thank you. Who the fuck? There's too many characters in this, man. Who the fuck is this guy? This guy looks well serious. He reminds me of that character from Demon Slayer. I can't remember his name. It's like an older version of him. Rose. I heard you were in quite the tight spot. Richard Kun? Oh my god. This man here is the one who saved me. I'm Richard Maogi. Duh. You have my gratitude as well. Don't mention it. I'm the one who got to show off in front of a girl after all. The name's Leo Shishigami. Thank you, Leo. I apologize for your bodyguard's lack of competence. Fuck, what? Come on, Richard-san. Who could have guessed there's actually be that many of them? It's gotta be Alfred and his goons behind this. Shit, Batman's butler. We'll have to get them back for this one. Liu-kun was really strong. As strong as Wayne-kun. Anyway, Rose-san. Oh my god. Pentahiro, you're right. Or was it Crack? This guy's a simp. Which Demon Slayer character? That is a good question. Let me see. Let's see. Gyu Tomioka. He just reminds me, he's got that, like, he doesn't look exact like him or anything. It's just that attitude and that stance and wearing the traditional samurai clothes. Just kind of reminds me of him. If you don't show a bit more restraint, we're in for a hard time. When I tell you to run away, please listen to me and go. Got it? Okay. Sorry. It's all my fault. Wait, was she not running away from, like, the outside of this restaurant? Are they not going to come back after her if they know where she works? Tokyo's sure turned into a hellhole. Sounds like you can't even go out for a walk without a bodyguard. Those are the times we live in. There's no end of trouble to be had. You truly have been helpful. We'll escort you back to your home. Don't have a home? Might as well head back to the repatriation office and lie down in one of those hard beds. Oh, that's right. Listen, Richo-kun. He says he's just been repatriated. Some really terrible things happened and he wasn't able to get back into the country. This Leo guy sounds dodgy as fuck, man. He just sounds like a con man. Then you must be shocked to see how much Tokyo has changed. Yeah. If you told me this was New York, I'd believe you. There's not even a trace of my home left. That's so sad. Well, if I look around, I'll probably be able to find one or two people I knew who are still alive. Mate, you're not like 100 years old. What are you talking about? All these people seem to be roughly your age anyway. And if they're all dead? Richo-kun. Forgive me. I have a habit of always assuming the worst. Please don't take it the wrong way. Don't worry. Feel free to make fun of an opponents like me all you like. What is this? On April the 1st, 1944, a vicious natural disaster ravaged all of Japan so thoroughly it brought an end to the war. Afterwards, under the name of humanitarian aid, American and Chinese allied forces occupied the country. Oh. With their national pride on the line, both America and China impatiently competed with each other to restore the battered land. What? Countries competing with each other to restore a country's economy? Puh, yeah, right. As a result, Tokyo was swallowed up by the American and Chinese cultures and a large amount of immigrants, until only its name remained unchanged. My chances of... Oh my god. Ah, this is being fucking narrated by Leo. Fuck off, game. My chances of finding anyone I once knew, much less my home, are practically non-existent. Still, might as well make searches for them my excuse to wander around for a bit. Let's take a little tour of this new post-war Tokyo. Leo rose to his feet. He'd gotten all the delicious pasta he could eat, and he didn't feel like hanging around here any longer. I don't know if any of your friends are still around in Tokyo, Leo-kun. But you and I are friends. Holy shit, if it was only if only it was that easy to make friends with hot women. Then again, he did save her from a bunch of goons. I've known you for 2 minutes. We are friends now. It's an honor to be an acquaintance of such a lovely young lady. Cyrus, escort this man to the repatriation office. Oh fuck, another character. Look at this guy. Fuck, this guy's ripped. You got it. Look forward to traveling with ya, partner. Thanks. To tell the truth, I don't know the way back. What? You lost, little boy? I like Cyrus. Leo-kun, thanks so much for saving me today. And thank you for giving me a chance to show off. If you find you have no one to rely on, come and see me. I'm always around the club. So feel free to just drop by if you want. Rose-san, we don't know a thing about this guy. I mean, to be honest, Wayne's talking sense here. Stop it, Wayne-kun. Ryo-kun is already my friend. Thanks, kind-hearted miss. If we meet again, let's have a drink together. Yes, it's a promise. I got my voice recorder and notepad ready and waited for Madame Jean to speak. I wondered what sort of scandals would escape her lips. Wait, who is this lady then? Is she Rose? Grown up? Rose older? Could be, could be. I focused my mind and awaited her words. Do you like Tokyo as it is now? I don't know what this voice is, but I'm fucking going with it. If I had to say whether I liked or disliked it, I'd probably say I liked it. What do you like about it? It's true that there's a vast gap between the rich and the poor, but you can find both troubles and opportunities wherever you go. An interesting description. The city has a mix of many races and cultures in it. However, I believe all of those people have an equal share of troubles and opportunities. I believe that combination of disorder and tolerance is what makes up Tokyo's charm personality. What the fuck, Luffy saying? At least we now know how old Ash is going to sound like. No, I'm going to sound like that. Can't be fucking arse with life. Fuck you, kids. The fucking angry Batman. Barely saying barely comprehensible words. I see. Madame Jean smiled faintly and seemed to be staring off into the distance. It seemed my answer had given rise to some deep emotions within her. At one time, Japanese people lived in Japan and that was that. Wait, shit, which is... now, however, the Japanese people are a minority. I can't remember. This is Jean, isn't it? Jean's the old lady. Now I'm getting confused. But also, let me save this. Just, yes, Gina is the old lady. People my age are saddened by this fact, but young people like you treat it as a positive thing. That is how the times have changed. Now that this new Tokyo is considered the norm in 21st century Japan, the post-war Japan that people like me grew up in has become practically meaningless and worthless. But despite that, no, because of that, I decided that speaking out was the right thing to do. Is that somehow related to the fact that I'm Japanese? Indeed it is. I wanted to leave my words behind with a Japanese individual. That is why I asked for a Japanese journalist. What would Madame Jean, a woman who lived through a period of turmoil following the war, want to leave behind for people like me, Japanese people living in the 21st century? What sort of country is Japan? What do the people who live there think? How do they live? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Would you be so kind as to indulge an old lady in her tales of times past? Yes, it would be a pleasure. Such an interesting child. In that case, I might as well start from that time. 1947. Okay, so we've got 2 times here being told. 2 time frames, time zones. 1947, which is where we've met Leo, and 2012 or 13 or whatever, which is this time right now with the reporter. Tokyo, City 23. Let's begin with the tale of that squalid town. That is a fucking... that's a London black cab. What the fuck? Time periods. Yes, Loopy. And I totally missed the Primavera. What was Primavera is a thing, man. Primavera. That reminds me of something. What is it? Primavera sound. Okay. Primavera P6. project management software. Lol. Anyway, no one's gonna get that. I had no desire to spend another night. Oh, this is Leo, isn't it? I had no desire to spend another night in those hard beds at the repatriation office. Oop. I'd been given some money, but practically speaking, it was chicken feed. Unless I could find a place to sleep and a place to work, I'd be spending long nights in a back alley. Are you kidding me? An internment camp would be better than that. At the repatriation office, they recommended that I join the army. Join the army again now that the war is finally over? I think not. Your necessities will all be taken care of, and once you've been charged, there are re-employment programs available. I think I'd get better food fishing through dumpsters. As I went back outside, I was struck by the bright yet not all warming sun. The repatriation office lodging, with its strict rules, was hardly any better than prison. On the other hand, seeing my hometown utterly changed except for the sun and the air was crueler than a harshly blown wind. I wanted to find some proof that this was the place I grew up in. Kratio, am I using, what's his face? The detective voice? I fucking don't know. I'm getting melodramatic. What I really need is to find someone I know. That, and a job. How can he afford... that suit he's wearing looks expensive. How can he even afford that? If I don't make money, I'll be stuck without bread or a place to sleep. I opened up the map I'd gotten from the repatriation office. Okay. Better make sure I don't get lost today. No matter where I go, I won't have any contacts there. Senikida. Am I doing Senikida? Fuck. I literally have two voices. No matter where I go, I won't have any contacts there. So no matter how much it's changed in these parts, I've got to stick around. Oh, okay. Right, so I have options. Employment agency, occupying forces employment center. That's quite handily cut out. Fucking hell, man. In my old town. Right, what's the goal? We need to go... We need to get a job. Let's go to the... What's he saying? At any rate, I can make some money. At least I'll be able to afford a beat-up apartment. Like they say, you gotta work to eat. Yeah, let's go to employment center. I didn't... Loopy saying you're soon gonna have voices in your head too. Too late, Loopy. I already have that. Now that's something. The employment agency, which the repatriation center people told me about, I found a huge pack of gloomy-looking men gathered around the front gate. There were plenty of them inside the gates too, but the vast majority were on the outside. At that point, a truck came by and stopped. The men shuffled to their feet and gathered around it. What the hell? Are they giving out free chocolate or something? As the crowd of men raised their hands to the heavens, a man in the bed of the truck shouted in a loud voice. We're looking for help unloading cargo at the harbour. I need 20 sturdy men. No need for talking. 200 Japanese dollars for the day. Japanese dollars? The men swarmed forward, all pushing to get into the truck. Suck your microphone. There you go, Ashmanix ASMR. The man in the truck glared at each of them, checking them over as they came on. Good. You too. Gramps, get out of the truck. Please, let me come too. I know I'm strong enough. Get off it, Gramps. Let me on. Think you can confront me, bastard? Get the hell off. Another truck came and called out in the same way. Oh, is this how they get jobs? Fucking hell. Sewer cleaning, 10 men needed. 150 Japanese dollars for the day. You're joking, right? At least make it 200. Stay around and wait for someone else then. And we're full. Wait. I didn't get picked yesterday either. Trade places with me, I beg you. Shut up, I'm as desperate as you are. Get your grimy hands off me. There was no guarantee that another truck would come. No matter what sort of low-paying job showed up, the men gathered around like the living dead. The truck left and the fight settled down, but there was no sign of another truck coming. So your fault I didn't get that one. Every single time you... The hell are you talking about, bastard? You want to settle this? Oh shit, it's gonna be fights. Looks like there's violence in the air. Yeah, let's get fucking... Alright, he's just dodging it, okay. I cut through the crowd that finally had developed into a brawl and entered the employment agency. Inside, there was another large group of people, formed into a line. To my surprise, they weren't all Japanese. There were plenty of American and Chinese people, too. There were immense lines leading to the counter. Apparently, one was a line for Americans, and another a line for Chinese people. The walls were covered with what appeared to be job offering posters, but each and every one of them was in English or Chinese, and I was totally lost. Oh, this is like the job centre in the UK. Oh, it's the most fucking depressing thing ever. At the very end of the line of foreigners, a notice was posted. English speakers only. Chinese speakers only. Everyday fluency required. Hold on a second. This is Japan, isn't it? Japanese isn't good enough? I sympathize, but what can one do? There simply aren't any Japanese people rich enough to employ anybody. I see. So that's why people who can only speak Japanese are crowded around the outside... are crowded around outside the gate, looking for jobs as labourers. I resent this language of ours. What the fuck? Why didn't Japan ever teach its kids Chinese or English? Man, this is... No one would say that, man. What the fuck? I resent my heritage. Yeah, right. I mean... There are people that resent their heritage in certain ways, but if you were brought up... I don't know, man. This just seems a bit... Oof. True. If we knew we'd lose the war, that's exactly what we would have done, or should have done. I tried waiting in the massive line and asking the person behind the counter, but it was as I expected. Almost all employers were American or Chinese. Naturally, they were looking for people who could understand the language. They just weren't interested in Japanese people who couldn't speak either language. Yeah, Crackdeal, you can learn another language. It just... But the older you get, the harder it gets, you know what I mean? I believe if you grow up speaking more than one language, so say you've got like English as the main language you use, and say, I don't know, French was another because your family were French originally or something, it's a lot easier to learn more and more languages. But if you've grown up just knowing one language, it's harder in general, and the older you get, the harder it is. And I think it's more of a mental thing rather than an ability thing. But yeah, I'm actually quite glad that I was brought up in an English speaking country, because English is, you can go almost anywhere and you can at least attempt to talk to people in English. I mean, most countries have people that will speak at least broken English, if not probably better English than me. It would suck if you had learned something. I'm trying to think of something that's like not spoken in many places. I don't know, maybe Dutch. Dutch is not spoken in loads of... Like, it's not the main language in a lot of countries. Like, see something that's a bit more obscure, that would kind of suck. English is really helpful, especially since most stuff is in English, so... Speak for yourself, old man. I'm old and I don't know jack shit about anything, and I can barely speak any English. Anyway, in the end, I went back outside without finding anything. The crowd of unemployed Japanese people was still standing there, waiting for a truck to come in search of day laborers. So it'll be a day. It's be a day laborer or join. It's be a day laborer or join the army. Are you gonna join the army? One or the other. Are you gonna make me make that choice? Because I don't want to choose. Oh, so that was fucking uneventful. Okay. Wait, that was an employment agency, and then there's an occupying forces employment center. An employment center at the occupying forces headquarters. The worker at the repatriation office told me to go here. They're probably going to try and recruit me to the army, aren't they? Let's go to the old town first. Loopy, you're saying English is annoying. Why? What's wrong with English? So, this is supposed to be my hometown. This used to be your typical good old Japanese working class town, lined with wooden row houses. And now, concrete buildings were crammed together in a line, and the road was filled with automobiles. The signs were all in English. Everything was done in a Western style, inside and out. Even Urashima Taro didn't have it this bad. I don't know that reference. Practical happiness is overrated. The great disaster and the frenzied reconstruction by the occupying forces had removed every trace of what had been left before. Yeah, this just looks like fucking somewhere in Europe, man. I wouldn't even say America. What is this? It's like architecture. It looks like I'm in fucking Amsterdam or something. Only the place name remains, and even that was written in English letters now. The road in the cityscape was changed in every way imaginable. I'd hoped to find at least one of the old shops still around, but how naive of me. I couldn't find any evidence that this was the city I'd grown up in, except for the English signs showing the name. Welcome. I used to live around here a while ago. How about you? I'm not from around here. Came from Shizuoka. You've come a pretty long way, haven't you? After the great disaster, crowds of people were put into reconstruction camps by the occupying forces and forcibly relocated. Fucking hell. I've wandered around in search of food and work, and here's where I ended up. I wonder what happened to the people who used to be living here. Who knows? Tokyo got hit pretty hard after all. Seems that quite a lot of people got moved around at first, thanks to those confusing policies set up by the American Chinese occupying forces. Have you heard of anyone who used to live in this area? Nope. I see. What, did everyone just get fucking cleared? What the hell? You're a repatriated soldier. Got stuck in an internment camp for a while. I finally managed to make it back. Must seem like a different world to you, especially Tokyo. I keep waiting for someone to tell me it's all a joke. If you go to the countryside, there's supposed to still be some scenery that looks like Japan. If you go to the countryside, there's supposed to still be some scenery that looks like Japan. What, have they like converted the whole of Japan, including all the kind of countryside, to look like the West? I don't even know how that would happen. I've heard plenty of stories about people moving out to the countryside. Still, it doesn't sound like life's any better there. This is the town I was raised in. There's nowhere else I want to go. I see. Try and keep your spirits up. Tokyo is a different country now. Tokyo is a different country now. Pretty sure Tokyo was a city. Did Japan have its name changed to Tokyo or something? You've got to accept that and move on. I don't think you'll find the Tokyo you're looking for anywhere around here. Maybe not. As drastic as it may have been, this may just be what happens when times change. I'm old. You're old. Things have changed. War has changed. And I'm getting old. Kratos saying, where's the gameplay? Where's the guns? Yeah, I've noticed there's a distinct lack of guns here. Almost all of the patrons in the bar were American. Even the Japanese people working at the bar conversed with them in clumsy English. The menu was all English. The stares of the American guests bored into me. Sorry to bother you. Looks like this isn't the best place for a Japanese person to hang around in. Wow. So I won't find the Tokyo I'm looking for anywhere around here. So sad. Okay, so I'm being forced to go to the blasted Occupying Forces Employment Center. The fuck is this building, man? I'm in France or something. It had the grandiose name of General Headquarters of Occupying Forces, but it was basically the City Hall of City 23. Oh wait, so the country is called like Tokyo now. And it's just City 23? Or is Tokyo... Oh, I don't know. City 23 was under the jurisdiction of the American Army. This area was filled with glaring American military police. One of them motioned with his chin towards a signpost, handwritten in Japanese. Employment Center this way. Crowd, do you say, I want to see some flashy pew pew? Yes. You might get some flashy fight scenes. Maybe. As I went towards the indicated window, I was surrounded by heroic-looking portraits. You too could join the U.S. Army. Wonderful benefits and wages await you. Thorough English training provided by people of Japanese descent also available. Even permanent U.S. residency is possible. A green card for the U.S.? I'm in. I noticed that appeared to be a crowd of Japanese people listening to someone lecturing. The one giving this rousing lecture was apparently a person of Japanese descent, wearing a U.S. Army uniform. Why? Why you young people like you? What? Why should young people like you be forced to wait around forever for a chance to make a difference? The strength of young people like you is something we need now. Let's fight together to bring back stability in the Far East. Oh, a well-ordered lifestyle, healthy food, and of course, time for vacations as well. You don't even need to speak English. We'll get you started from square one. What do you say? And if you feel like joining the United States Army and finding out whether you've got what it takes? A lot of them were young. Hardly surprising. All the older men had been singing about the vicious Americans and British not so long ago. Ooh. You couldn't expect them to alter their beliefs so quickly. Why were they at the army centre then if they're not happy with the occupying forces? When the officer asked this question, several hands went up. Oh dear. Is it true? Oh, is it true that we can get permanent residency in America? If you serve out your whole term, you get the right to apply for it. You know, I've kind of voiced these all wrong. I've given them a kind of like a very bad American kind of like accent, and when they're all supposed to be Japanese. Ah well. Will we get sent to the front lines right away? Wait, is there still a war? You won't be sent until you're ready to take care of yourself. I don't trust you, mate. We'll whip you into shape. I have a question about wages. Is it really okay if we don't speak English? Looks like a lot of these guys are young people who'd rather live in victorious America than in Japan in ruins. Luffy saying you become Japanese then? Evening it out. I don't know how to do a Japanese accent. I was trying... To them, the US Army is probably a pretty alluring prospect. Should I change the voice now? The military is sort of the sort of thing where when you've learnt about it once, you won't be tempted to join it again. I don't know how to do this now. To those young people who managed to avoid being enlisted in the past, it might not sound so bad though. A Japanese person, or else person of Japanese descent, wearing the US Army uniform noticed me and came over to talk. Ah, me as the narrator become Japanese, yes. Well, I don't even know how to do it. I'll try and do a non-dodgy attempt at Japanese accent. Thank you for joining up. You know I can't speak English at all. I am a pen, is about all I know. I am a pen. To be fair, your grasp of English is better than my grasp of Japanese, mate, so... We have a thorough English language course. English is the most logical and simple language in the world. Okay. We can teach it to you in just 3 months. I think I won't. I've had enough experience with the military for my tastes. So you aren't thinking of enlisting? I came here looking for a different job.
This is an employment center, isn't it?
If you're looking for a different job, I recommend checking at the employment agency. I went there, and you got the questions.
I guess not.
Excuse me, Mr. Oh, some person. Excuse me, Mr. US Soldier Man? Is it really okay if we don't speak English?
Yeah, that's no problem. An instructor of Japanese descent will give you a full course.
I don't have any special skills or anything like that, but they're still going to feed me, right?
Oh.
Certainly. Yeah, a lot of these people are just looking for a warm bed and food to be fit, like food on the table. Oh, we've got a special little fucking bot jumped in. Report. I don't know, because spam report and cool. And what we're going to do is we're going to hide this user on the channel. Awesome. That user has disappeared. Right. Certainly the US Army guarantees all your basic necessities. Now you can get started by filling out this paperwork. Up at the counter, I could see young people signing all kinds of forms. Japan lost the war and was destroyed. Since that's a given, getting absorbed by the victor country is one way to live. I guess the only ones not happy with that are old guys who can't get over their pride. I looked at the job offerings on the billboard. They all had ridiculously low wages, but seemed to be fairly long term. If nearly all of them hadn't had position filled stamped on them in red, I might have read each one of them seriously. All the remaining officers had a high bar set for them, with either specialized skills or a personal reference required. As I left the office shrugging, a man walked over to me and started talking. Loopy is saying, imagine if you could create a YouTube account, give it mod, and script it to delete certain messages. Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone's done that. I was watching a YouTube channel called Linus Tech Tips or something, and they had mentioned that someone had written a script that uses the... Well, it's not the same as creating an account and modding, but... No, and actually it's not with live chat, it's actually with... comment sections. Like it will go through the comment sections, find like dubious looking comments that I think are like repeated and stuff like that, and just like flag them, and it does it en masse. And it can do it for like every comment, well, over time, for every kind of comment that's already on your account, on your channel. But chat and make it a mod, and it'd be a script that would have to like keep on getting the feed from the chat. I don't know, actually. There's maybe options in the live chat where I could Pepega, what? Is Pepega the person that did that? Toggle pop out chat. There might actually be options in YouTube Studio for filtering for that stuff. I watched somewhere there was a YouTube Studio video that came out, and they said that you'd get more, I don't know, stuff to be able to filter things. I don't know. Let's someone else. The stream for Twitch is used whenever streamer says all right, okay, the emotes usually was a attempt to show the streamer that something didn't work out as well as hoped. Fair enough. So that's a Twitch thing for when someone tries to swear. Nice. As I left the office shrugging, a man walked over to me and started talking. Hey, mister, that's a very nice... What the fuck? Hey, mister, that's a very nice body you've got there. Well, your Japanese is pretty good. Do you want something? The American Army's no fun at all.
Want to try the Chinese army?
How is this even allowed? How can you have like people recruiting for two different armies in like the same fucking place? That's so weird.
Are you a recruit for the Chinese army? Everyone has a blast in the Chinese army. We Asians gotta protect Asia together. If you're interested, drop by the Chinese garrison in City 22.
Wait, this guy is like roaming around City 23, which is supposed to be the American city. Try to like snipe people to join the Chinese army. Very good.
Everybody's nice there. What's going on with this era?
I'm using the Giselle slot a bit too much. Yeah, I don't know. Just there's too many characters here.
Japanese men are only welcome at the army's registration counter. And if you aren't happy with that, you can sleep in an alley and think things over all you like.
So sad. It's a weird way of summarizing that. I guess this is what it means for a country to be destroyed. This guy was in the Japanese army. He doesn't seem that bothered about any of this. He's just like, oh well, we lost. Oh well, I can't get a job. I'm like, man, what the hell? I've been walking around all day long, and I found nothing of what I was looking for. No proof that this was once my home, no job, no place to live. Oh, I bet you I was supposed to do all of that, and I was gonna, so that I could go back to Rose's place. I saw a large group of unemployed Japanese people lying down in the back alley. They get fed emergency rice, crowd around for a chance to get jobs as day labourers, all the while barely scraping from day to day with their tiny wages. Everywhere you look, you see a reality so sad and painful that it makes your head spin. Even if I just eat in the lane of food carts, I can hear them whenever I want to or not. No good jobs again today. What are we supposed to do when everything's English, this, Chinese, that? I've already sold off pretty much everything my family owns. There's nothing left. That factory stinks. Oh, Cookso, how's it going? Wait, aren't you busy with friends and stuff, having a life on Christmas Eve? I was saying to the other guys, like, your Higanbana streams got me looking into other stuff that Ryukusho 7 was involved with, professional novels, and I came across this one, Rose Guns Days, and I was able to buy it. So I've actually paid for this one because you can buy this. So I bought it from some random Japanese website, using PayPal of all things, and got a patch for it. And so here we are, playing Rose Guns Days. How was the Tekken match, man? Did you win? The piece like traitor. I know. Cookso's gone there and he's enjoying his time with the friends and stuff. Yes, Cookso, this is Ryukusho 7. This game was thingy by him. This game's also got a really weird game mechanic for fighting as well, which I don't know, hopefully you'll see in the next bit. We've not had a fight for a while. But yeah. Oh, and also Merry Christmas, I suppose. It's now Christmas Day, technically. Merry Christmas. Isn't this a great Christmas to be spending with a random YouTuber playing Ryukusho 7? Right. What's this guy saying? The factory stinks. They work you hard and then you pay you with shit.
Go ahead and quit whenever you'd like. They might hire me in your place.
You know, I've been thinking about giving up and joining the army.
Don't kid yourself. Them foreigners would just use you as cannon fodder.
I'd get 3 meals a day and a place to sleep. Well, a friend of mine managed to escape from there.
Sounds like it's pretty terrible. Ah, man, these conversations suck ass. Ugh. Now they've got me signed too. Here you go. Sorry for the wait. That'll be $30. When the Japanese currency be measured in dollars. Still haven't quite gotten my head around what's worth what, but I can tell that 30 Japanese dollars is way too much for this pseudo crew. From what I've heard, the old Japanese currency is still circulating in the Chinese army cities. I got some money from the repatriation center, but that isn't likely to last long. At any rate, if I don't find a job, my job will be sitting around waiting for work in emergency race like these guys. I may be an optimist, but I can still calculate how many days I'll be able to eat with the money I have left. So, you making money off this? You're kidding, right? Everything costs a fortune. Even I'm barely getting by day to day with my income. Still, there are a few people raking in, even during times like these. Oh? What sort of people? Those damn women. Uh-oh. They've been making a fortune seducing officers and foreign perverts. Man, who needs OnlyFans? Well, says only. After all, while men have nothing to sell, women can make money by selling themselves. Yeah, they're all sellouts, all of them. Japanese women make money by flirting with foreign men. Not a rare sight to see them playing around luxuriously in an occupying forces car wearing expensive clothes. And they've got some influence too. Kixo saying, I want that suit. Yeah, man, this guy's got a fucking look. And Loopy saying, I need Markiplier's OnlyFans. I've heard about Markiplier starring on OnlyFans. Has he actually got nudes on it? Or is it like taste? Because I saw there's some clips and he's like covered his man bits, and it's like, is it all that, or is he actually just doing full on dodgy OnlyFans shit? But also why? Because I think he's a pretty big streamer. Tasteful nudes. Is he keeping the money he raises from OnlyFans, or is he giving it to charity or something? Ah, wiener covered nudes. Because I'm kind of wondering why he's doing it at all. It just seemed a bit like, I don't know much about Markiplier, but I know that he's doing pretty well for himself. And so I'm like, why is he doing OnlyFans? Pigeon that. Loop saying he promised his fans that he'd do OnlyFans if people came to his mother's event. A lot of people did, so he kept his part of promise, and yes, he's giving money to charity. Ah, okay, that's awesome. That is a lot more wholesome than well, do you know what? Good on him if he kept his promise. He made a promise and he kept it. Not many fucking people do that nowadays. And the money's going to charity, so that's good shit. I wouldn't fucking do that. I wouldn't do no OnlyFans tasteful nudes. No one would fucking buy them anyway, but he's pretty good on him. And they've got some influence too. They spend money like it's water. Yes, boss. Well, I doubt they're out seducing foreign men because they want to. Anyway, a little makeup, some clothes, and you might not do but so bad yourself. Damn it all. Can't take it. Give me another, boss. Swarm around day labor jobs to earn money out like pocket change to drown your worries and drink every day. It's no joke. This is Tokyo. This is what I'll become. So, you can't take it unless you drink. So sad. What's Luffy suggesting? Ashx kicks OnlyFans do it. No, I ain't fucking ever doing that shit, man. I've tried filling up with cheap drink and talking tough, but only darkness lies before me. Should I go back to the repatriation office and lie down on that hard bed? I'm not back before closing time, I'll be locked out. But then, what should I start? What should I do starting tomorrow? It seems I only have two choices. Do I join the crowd around the employment agency or join the army? Yeah, that's a good, that is a good, what does he do? I wouldn't join the army, man. Because I would just put up Gura tentacle loots instead. Cookso, would you draw the loots though? Because if it's an OnlyFans, I would assume that it would have to be like not content that you've just taken from somewhere else, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I've got to do one or the other. Right, so I'm gonna have a choice here, aren't I? Bam bam. You got it. I love it. Just gonna oh no. No? There's one more way. I was probably a bit too reckless for my own good. When I stepped into the dimly lit alley, my way was blocked in both directions by men in ragged coats. What the fuck is up with this guy's shirt, man? Why is this? He's just like, look at my chest, baby. Dang. Well, it's pretty easy to guess what you're here to do. What they're here to do. Beat the shit out of him. Or is he gonna have to bend over? If I don't feel like working and don't want to join the army, then I have to get into this business. You there! Keep quiet. Put all your money on the ground and get lost. Those are some nice clothes you got. You can strip those off too. Gladly. But only if you promise to get down on all fours and carry them away in your mouth. Does this guy think we're chumps or something? Who cares? We can take his stuff after we beat him to a pulp. Well, well. What a hellhole Tokyo's become. Shit, I'm gonna have to do this bit. Here's the fighting mechanics. I'm defending. And then I have to click on these fucking things. And then right click and choose a number to like do my super move. This is fighting game mechanics. Defend, defend, defend. Fight, 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 and then choose a number. How many of these things do I have to do? What the fuck? Fight, 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 fight. Game mechanics! Game mechanics! Yes, it's basically a glorified QTE fight. I got stuff. Oh, rank 3. Because saying I'll color it in. Oh yeah, that's definitely Ryukishi work. Yep. I wonder if he'll work in the Photoshop photos in Silent Hill. Yeah, I don't think so. Like all of these are his like his earlier works. The originals had the kind of images that were blurred as the backgrounds. But then as soon as they were like redone, or there was like an HD version or whatever you want to call it, the kind of remakes, he would replace them with artwork. So I think if he's got Konami, if he's doing a Silent Hill game, I don't think he's going to do it like this. Because they're saying so it's a QTE, and Loopy's saying clearly he doesn't play Osu. No, I don't play Osu. Get Emblem. But anyway, damn it, you think you're so tough? Aren't you done yet? I'm starving. Oh yeah, baby, here's the guns. I think Crack Dealer's like, where are the guns? Where's the pew pew? Whoa, whoa, come on now, no guns please. One of the men pulled out a handgun out of his pocket. I can eat anything, but only when bullets aren't on the menu. Think you're so tough? No mercy for you, bastard. Die. Here you go. kicked the trash can sitting off to the side of the alley. Bugs were showered with rotten food. What? That's on the house. Now be good boys and share. Get back here, damn it, I'll kill you. Leo dashed away at random and managed to lose himself in the bustle of the main street. Loopy saying 2 Americans here out of 10, only knives allowed. Yes, Cookso! Yes, I've been saying this throughout this game that it's like got serious. This guy is like Jet, right? Or whatever that the main character is from Cowboy Bebop. He like literally looks just like him with just like different color outfit and hair and stuff. And this is 1947, so it's kind of that. It's got that kind of 1940s, 1930s vibe that like, even though Cowboy Bebop was set in the future, that had that vibe. Definitely with the music and the kind of like styling and stuff like that. Spike, that's it. Is Jet the other guy? Jet's the guy that owns the shit. Spike. So yes. Well, after all, City 23 Tokyo was a shady city all over. Desperate men with no money or jobs grew wild. Highway robbery and pickpockets were a natural everyday thing. Even burglary and murder weren't uncommon. Oh, now we're... Oh, I hate this. I don't know who's doing the fucking narration. This is the exact same issue that Ryukishi has in all of his games in the kind of older versions. Like, who the fuck is actually doing the talking? But yeah. Let's see. So, while the occupying forces may have maintained the public order, it certainly wasn't perfect. Maintain the public order? Is that what it said in your history books? Supposedly, the American and Chinese occupying forces thoroughly maintained the public order. And thanks to that, the period of chaos after the war was one of remarkable stability, even on a worldwide level. Madame Jean doubled over laughing, as though Julie had cracked a splendid joke. Ridiculous! The occupying forces didn't maintain the public order in the slightest. Didn't the Americans and the Chinese compete with each other in restoring order, each hoping to add to their national prestige? Yes, that's true. They competed. Competed to get the best numbers on paper, that is. They never got involved in Japanese crimes. They weren't even involved. It's only natural that no crimes were recorded. In City 23, no one would come to help unless the victim was an American. It sounds like it was a very troubled city. Yes, it was a troubled, terrible city. Even so, no matter how much everything changed around us, this was our home. We had to keep living there, even if it meant eating dirt. Oh, so, Dave. Oh. We had to, right, go over. Player rank 3, baby. Go to next. What is next? Let's see. 2 weeks passed since then. No job prospects to speak of. I didn't just have a dark future. The darkness was all around me. At my lodgings in the repatriation office, U.S. Army notices came every day, constantly telling me to join the army, so that I couldn't even rest. Then again, I didn't really have anywhere to go. In the end, it's all a matter of facing up to my own pride. I tried to act tough and say I wouldn't eat army food, but even that's better than nothing. During these past 2 weeks, the money I have has shrunk considerably. Guess I could just party with all I've got left. That's it. Fucking die in a puff of like hardcore drugs, hookers, and fast cars. Then go and sign up for the army. I'm still emotionally attached to my homeland, but I can't go on living like this. Like they say, Home's not just a place to bury your bones. There's more to this world than Japan, isn't there? Once I decided that, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. Have I ever gripped my teeth and actually accomplished something? I may have acted like a warrior, but I wasn't able to do anything. It's all pointless. So is life. Life is pointless. Yes, that is the takeaway of the day. Merry Christmas and life is pointless. Men who feel like abandoning everything, cutting loose, are just like moths. They keep getting lured towards the brightness, towards the dazzle of neon lights. Downtown, where you could see paradise just for the span of the night, was thriving in a way that didn't fit at all with this depressed city. There were plenty of young people who, like me, wanted to enjoy themselves all they could with the last of their money before entering the army. There were also men who had finally saved up just enough for a single night of ecstasy. Yes, who'd barely scraped through each day with this to encourage them. If you're going for a drink anyway, may as well find a place with pretty girls. The fucking eyes. Now, which should I choose? Just as I was wondering what place to go to, I saw a familiar neon sign. Primavera P6. Club Primavera. That's right. It's a place I went to that day. I didn't think much of it then, but it's a pretty high-class spot. Then I remembered the face of Rose, the girl who called herself a friend of a man she hardly knew. Cooks was saying, I was hoping we'd get a choice. Nah. I was looking at the tutorial, and the tutorial said that you do get options at points. So there was a point, I don't know if you were here at the time, where I could go to 3 different places. But how it works is that you just have to go to each place and do them, and then once you've done all of them, it just unlocks the next linear section. So there's no branching choices here, which actually would have been maybe better than like having this kind of fighting mechanic. But I give them credit for trying to put some sort of fighting mechanic in a visual novel. I mean, Gratdir saying, I was hoping we'd get some fucking gun action. Yeah, you told, like, the guns came out, and then we chucked a trash can, a bin at them, and it ran away. So that was a fucking, that was a cop-out. If I could have a drink with that girl, I might be able to finally cut my ties with the city. In this place filled with the brightness of neon lights, you couldn't see any stars in the night sky. Well, that's fine. No matter how much you look at the stars, you don't get any closer to them. At that moment, a car came to a stop behind me. Loopy's asking, is there no way to make live chat default? I don't know, actually. I don't know why they don't just do that. Fucking annoying. I don't give a shit about top chat. But what? Look, it's a London cab. I don't know why this is so. The setting is Japan taken over by American and Chinese governments, right, or their armies occupying it, and therefore having the cities that are run by Americans having massive American influence. Cities ran by the Chinese having massive Chinese influence. And in amongst that, we've got fucking London black cabs. I don't know what the fuck. It was a car of the occupying forces. I could see a girl from this club coming out of it. She was, it's like a fucking London cab. What the fuck? This is not American or fucking Chinese. And it's definitely not 1947 black cab. Get the fuck out. Oh dear. She was talking in English to an American officer who sat in the driver's seat. It must be tough for the women too. Guess they can't attract customers without speaking English. And most of the citizens sound like Giselle. What was Giselle's accent? Yeah, am I doing a Giselle for all these women? Maybe I am. Fuck, I can't even remember it. Hey there, handsome. If you want to come in, there's no need to be shy. She was talking to me. Apparently, she thought I was having trouble deciding whether to go into the club or not. Then again, for a man as charming as you seem to be, it's probably best if you stay outside, don't you think? And why do you say that, beautiful? If you do come in, you might learn something you won't be able to forget. No problem then. I'm hardly what you call charming. You're a funny one, aren't you? I'm here to see a friend. Think you could pass her a message? Her name's Rose. A friend? That's what they all say. Just who are you? Leo Shishigami. you liking the you liking it, Kuxel? Very good, very good. Huh? You are Leo? Her eyes went wide and a broad smile spread across her face. It looked like a fan bumping into her favorite rock star on the street. You're the Leo Shishigami who saved Rose? Really? Is she here? You're more than welcome here. There's been rumors about you. Rumors about a stylish guy who's unbelievably good in a fight. I'm so glad I got to meet you. My name is Stella. The girl you're looking for is a friend of mine. Then I guess this makes us friends too. If that's what you want, make sure you bring enough cash with you. God damn. In exchange, I'll show you a dream you can never see anywhere else. Oh, fuck off, Leo. What kind of dream might that be? Sounds interesting. I can't do a fucking giggle. Welcome to our club. You know, I happen to like strong men. The world was so much better without that one comment. Which one? The fancy decorations inside the club were unchanged from that day, and they set the scene for a paradise on earth. However, there were no patrons to be seen, and the room was shrouded with an air of inactivity. What's going on here? Is today a holiday or something? That can't be it. You there, did something happen? Who the fuck are these three? Oh my god. Oh, Stella-san. Actually, those people. Alright, okay, is it... what? You think you can fool us? Winkun, be quiet. Oh, who's this motherfucker? The VIP room deep inside the club... oh shit, no, this is the... The VIP room deep inside the club was filled with tension. About 10 suited men with frightening faces stood across from Rose. You could tell at a glance that they were thugs. In particular, the man who sat boldly on the sofa and glared forward with cold eyes was clearly their boss. Oh ho. This city sure has gotten dangerous, don't you think? That's very true. It's very sad. In fact, I hear you were attacked by some ruffians just the other day. Of course, if nothing bad happens, then everyone's happy. But after things do get messy, then it's already too late. You agree, don't you? Yeah, like we don't know if it was your guys who did it. I recognize several of you goons in that group. What you say, bastard? You wanna give a go? Hey now, guys, chill out. Your upbringing showing what the fuck? You need to calm down too, Winkun. Didn't I tell you to stay quiet? While their boss spoke in a jovial manner, his eyes were sharp and cold enough to drill a hole in you. He's got like Super Saiyan 3 eyebrows, basically none. There was no doubt. This was a dangerous man. And he looks like... I mean, there's a slight Shurimiya family suit vibe coming from this dude. A club with just ladies all alone in a dangerous city like this? No, no, no. You clearly need bodyguards. Why not just leave that all to us? We can take care of that ourselves. Your concern is unnecessary. No, no, no. Are you absolutely, positively sure you can take care of yourselves? After all, and this is just something I happen to overhear, but it sounds like all your bodyguards have gone and quit. Isn't that so? That's just because you used your dirty tricks to lure them all away. And yet, you still haven't quit your job as a bodyguard despite it all. How admirable. You might start wishing you'd gone ahead and quit right away. Sure you want to go home and suck your mommy's teeth before you really get her? Fucking hell. You vermin. At any rate, you have no money to give you. Please leave. Oh ho! Why so cold, missy? If you don't let's lend you a hand, you might have thugs making a mess of things right inside the club, yes? Right, everybody? Hmm? Oh no, they're breaking shit. A door to the inner room was slammed open, and several disreputable looking men came pouring out. Then they started kicking the furnishings around them, picking them up and throwing them around. It's called ransacking the place, mate. Please, stop. Even if you do this, we can't pay you. Well, then this club is just gonna have to get trashed, isn't it? Oh my, oh, such a shame for such a pretty club. What you say, Miss Rose? You just give the okay and I'll bring all these guys in line. Who's that guy with I forgot. Who's that guy with the fake foreign accent? You mustn't catch his eye. He's a very troublesome man. Oh shit, did he just like knock that guy out? Oh no, Wayne. Wayne-kun, no! At that moment, there was a dull thunk and everything suddenly went quiet. A man holding a potted plant swayed and fell over. After getting Wayne's first fist lodged in his stomach, he'd crumbled to the floor, foaming at the mouth. Yeah! Wanna fight, boy? Stop, Wayne-kun. I'm begging you. Won't you listen to what I tell you? Sorry, Rose-san. That's... There's too many fucking characters in this game. That's one request I can't follow. Well, I can see why you're the one bodyguard that's stuck around. However, don't you think it's just a little too reckless to take on this many people? Shut up. No matter how dirty you fight, you won't lay a finger on Primavera as long as Mad Dog Wayne is around. Did you just call yourself Mad Dog Wayne? Cringe! This kid's lost it. Someone better call an ambulance. It'll be a lot easier for this Brad Chow in a hospital bed if he's unconscious first, don't you think? Wayne-kun, stop. Stop. Ooh, that was a fucking Ryukishi moment there. No need to get a bed for you guys. I'll knock you straight to your graves. Oh shit, fight time. Oh shit. Gameplay. Bum. Here's the gameplay. Cook, so look at this. Look at me fucking go. I am the champion of the gameplay. Fucking kick ass. Oh shit. Fucked up. More attacks. I can keep attacking these assholes. Yes. 8. Kill! What I haven't told you, Cooks, was that you can skip all this bullshit and just press the space bar. It's like, what is the fucking point, man? Giving up already? You guys are all talk. Down this gut. Oh ho. Nice going. Youth is such a wonderful thing. And what does that make you guys? A bunch of nothings. Try and use your heads a little, people. Huh? Shit, guns! Wait, Looks like you gotten yourself into enough mischief, brat. Now, why don't you be a good boy? Or this lovely princess of yours is gonna have a really bad day. One of the men had grabbed hold of Rose and was pressing a gun against her cheek. That cold lump of steel sank into the side of her face. I'm pretty sure that the gun wouldn't be cold if it was sitting in a holster next to his hip, but anyway. Damn you! How low are you willing to sink? Once something like this happens, all the muscles in the world won't do you like a good. See? It's time you were taught a little lesson in how tough this world is. You monsters! Gah! Fucking hell, that guy just knocked him out cold. A man who had circled behind Wayne brought a bottle of alcohol crashing down on his head. The bottle smashed to pieces, and Wayne sank to his knees, and then to the floor. That little brat really messed up my day. Hey, what's wrong? Where's that confidence now, punk? What frightening fellows they are. If this keeps up, it looks like he's going to bite the big one, don't you think? Please stop this. You'll kill him. And you don't want him to be killed, right? Maybe you'd better accept the boss's offer. Okay. I'll give you the money. I will. I've been losing my hearing just a bit lately. I didn't quite catch that. Come on, the boss ain't gonna hear you if you don't speak up. The man twisted the frigid barrel of the gun into Rose's cheek. Stop that! Let go of Rose-san. It hurts. What hurts? He's just pushing the gun against your face, man. If the boss goes too easy on ya, you might start getting ideas, right? It's too late to settle this with money, eh? How about a bit of sugar on the side? Fucking hell. Let's put an end to that, shall we? When it comes to a pretty girl's lips, lipstick fits better than a gun barrel. Who the hell are you? Leo-kun. Oh, this game. Gotta help a lady in trouble. What's this here? You still had another brave knight left over. Leo twisted up the gun sticking into Rose's face, along with the hand holding it. He still had a careless look on his face, but his grip seemed to be pretty strong. The other man's face twisted slightly in pain. And what do you think you're You want to wrestle me or something? Of course not. Holding hands with a guy isn't really my thing. You really think you can match up to these muscles with that flimsy body of yours? I eat morons like you. Leo's face didn't twitch. He was as calm as ever. However, the other man's bulging arm began to bend. It bent at an increasingly odd angle until the gun was stolen from it in an awkward posture. You ought to grow up a bit before using one of these toys. A cork gun would suit you nicely. Damn it. Where's that ridiculous strength coming from? Maybe he's a robot. Let's go, okay? Please.
Leo-kun, what are you doing here?
Just want to spend my last meal with a girl I like. Oh, motherfucker got the gun out. Fuck yeah. Leo treated her with a light-hearted wink, but the gun he had stolen was pointed straight at the group of men. Am I gonna get to shoot? This is the guy, boss. Medal from that night. Oh, so it was you. Such an honor to meet you. I hear this is club for adults. Might be a bit too early for you kids. Bastard! Oh shit. At that point, the outside door was slammed open and several people rushed in. Oh damn, the fucking guns are all over the place now. Lupi is asking, is he the type of bad boy you talked about yesterday? What was the type of bad boy? Or rude boy? No, I think the rude boys would kind of be the lackeys of the bad guy. If we were going to try and get have the closest comparison with what we were talking about yesterday, Cookso, the rude boys from London or whatever. Hey Rose! Your reinforcements are here. I fucking can't remember the voices I've given all these people.
Meryl? And Sirius-kun too?
Nobody move, okay? We've got a few servings of Primavera's famous lead pasta all ready to go. Looks like the cavalry has arrived. I was saying, Cooksoul, if you're still on, that I think Meryl would be maybe right up your street. All of them were holding guns. The tide seemed to have turned around completely. Surrounded on all sides by guns, the hooligans were forced to timidly raise their hands to the sky. My, how troublesome.
Looks like you decided to come back again. Fake foreigner guy. You think you can bully Rose this much and get away with it? Don't think you'll get off easy this time.
Steve, what took you so long, big... Oh shit, that's our big brother. What took you so long, Nissan? Forgive me. I'll handle the rest. Mr. Alfred. We're closed for business today. Wait, your sister is... You're alright with this? Whatever. It's time for you to go home. Oh ho! I take it this is Primavera's answer, Miss Rose. Rose let her head hang for a moment, then looked up with a firm determination in her eyes, speaking sharply.
Yes, this is Primavera's, our answer. We have no money to spare for you.
This keeps getting more entertaining, Miss Rose. You've made me want a mademoiselle as lovely as you more than anything else. Come on. The exit's right this way, gents. We look forward to seeing you again.
Like hell we do. Don't even think about coming back.
Let's go, everybody. That's all for today. Don't let this happen again. Neither party has anything to gain from further interference on your part. Then I'll bid you adieu, Miss Rose. I hope we can meet again under the beautiful moonlight. Despite their parting remarks, the group of men left dejectedly.
I hope you get hit by a car and die, jerks. Blah.
Lupi likes Meryl. Kratdu saying, Akida, if you stop relying on a Japanese high school girl. Yakuza, and Kratdu's like, sorry, I was busy wiping out our whole family. Yes. Let's see. I only got a couple. Fuck this game. 1 second. Where am I in this actually? That was a close call. Is anyone injured?
I'm fine, but Wayne-kun...
Hey, you're Leo, aren't ya? What are you doing here? Ha! So you came flying in here to save the day? Ooh, nice going, kid.
He just stepped in to steal the spotlight. I'm the one who put myself on the line. Oh, you poor little thing. And you tried so hard too. What a condescending asshole. Stop banging my head!
To think that we've been saved by you once again. Thank you, Leo.
Nah, I'm just here to steal the spotlight.
Right, Wayne? Oh, what an asshole.
They hadn't taken Rose-san hostage. Would have sent them packing by myself. Oh, of course you would have, poor little baby. Everyone's gonna be okay. Didn't I tell you to stop treating me like a kid? So you're that, Leo? There's been rumors about you floating around the club for a while now. Wait, it was only like this morning or a couple of days ago or some shit that he saved Rose.
Because I ate 5 extra servings of pasta.
Leo-kun, thank you so much. Your words honor me, miss.
There's a fuck ton of characters in this game, holy shit.
Yeah, I knew it, Kixo. Oh, what the fuck, oh pilot. And she had a gun. Yep, I knew you'd like Meryl Kixo. The prophecy came true. Perhaps I should put in a few words about Alfred Akagi here. If I had to make a list of the most dangerous men in City 23 during 1947, it'd be Alfred, Miguel, and so on. In other words, Alfred was right at the top of the list. City 23 was under the jurisdiction of the US Army, so it turned into a colony of Americans as soon as the rebuilding started. That's when the American Mafia came in, going after reconstruction rights. They gathered up a bunch of Japanese ruffians and built a new family based in City 23. Alfred was one of the top hitmen in that family. However, he had his own ambitions. Eventually, he murdered the American boss of the family and took control. After a harsh battle between factions for and against him, he managed to achieve victory. During the year 1947, his family had grown weak, but even so, there's no question that it was a major power which controlled the northern half of the city. At that time, he found himself in need of a large sum of money to smooth things over with the family back in America, which opposed him. Found himself in need of a large sum of money, okay. It was extremely natural for him to set his eyes on the prosperous women of the night. Alright, so they're all hookers, okay. Of course, Primavera employed a sizable group of bodyguards. However, they were whittled away by Alfred's threats and bribes, until Wayne and Cyrus were the only reliable men left. Wait, what about Richard? Alfred Ikeda. Ah, my voices. I need to work on a range of voices. Yes, I suck at this. So you're going to join the army?
No way around it. No other prospects to chase.
You're a repatriated soldier, aren't you? Where did the war take you?
To the south. There's not much to remember from there.
I hear you're a really incredible fighter. Have you learned martial arts or something?
My old man ran a dojo. He worked me hard back when I was a little brat.
So that's how it was. But even considering that, you're incredible, Jizo.
Seems a waste to let a sharp man like you go back to the military.
I'm the only bodyguard who's needed around here.
You suck, mate.
Ah, right, bodyguards. Leo, want to be a bodyguard for us? What do you think, Richard?
We've had quite a few bodyguards losing their nerve and quitting these past few days. They were probably just pissed off by the way that fake foreigner talks. What we're looking for is someone who's tough, manly, and not afraid of Alfred.
I'm not afraid. I'm tough and manly too.
We know. Still, strength in numbers never hurts.
Right. Ow, enough of the shoulder slapping.
After all, you look like you can be relied upon. Come on, become a bodyguard.
He's got the look too.
No objections from me. There should be no problems with regards to our budget. I'll leave the decision to Rose.
Leo-kun?
Yeah?
We are in a bit of trouble.
Oh no. Oh no. Do you know, this is fucking, I know what this is. We have no fucking money. And I'll be like, mate, I need to eat.
We are in a bit of trouble these days.
I can imagine. You couldn't do business with a guy like that dropping by all the time.
It's a dangerous job. Still, well, would you like to become a bodyguard for Club Primavera?
We don't need any cowards who aren't willing to put themselves on the line. This guy.
Okay, that's enough out of you, little boy.
Don't get your hands off my head. You don't want to go back to the army food, do ya? The pasta here is pretty damn good.
True. So I have one condition. Okay. What is it?
Let me have some of your own handmade pasta every now and then. That's all.
Sure thing, Leo-kun. I'll make sure I do everything I can as well. So, please help us. We're counting on you.
You got it, Miss Rose. That's Madam Rose. Rose here's the Madam of Primavera. Understood. Look forward to working with you, Madam Rose.
Me too, Leo-kun.
Meryl for the win. What are you all like, man? Rose is awesome. Ignoring Rose here.
Do you mind if I ask a question? Who is this Madam Rose? I thought you, Madam Jean, were the first Madam of Primavera.
True. That is how the world at large understands it. However, the truth is different. The real first Madam was Madam Rose. She is the founder of Primavera and its first Madam.
She was the first Madam? Not you?
Yes. I have done nothing but carry on her will.
Wait, who the fuck is this person then?
So this old lady is not Rose. This old lady is someone else. Ugh.
Why is Madame Rose's name so poorly known?
Because that is how she wished it. The times called for her to be the madam, but it was not in her nature to live in the underside of the world. That is why when she passed on the title of madam, she asked that her name not be passed down.
What?
And so, to leave a record of the untold accomplishments made by this Madam Rose.
Wait.
Correct. Rose has passed away, and nearly all the men who made it through that period with her are dead. At first, even I thought it best to take this secret with me to the grave. But I've changed my mind. What did Madam what did Madam Rose think? What did she live for? Even though it's a story from an era whose very values were different, perhaps there is a purpose to be served in passing it down. That is why I called you here.
In other words, you wanted to talk to me about
the thing that you wanted to talk to me about was the tale of Primavera's birth and Madam Rose. Damn it. This guy with his shirt open. Think they can do that to us? Get away with it?
Alfred and the others who had been chased out of Club Primavera were gathered in the corner of a bar.
Boss, if we pull back now, we'll have even Caleb and the others laughing at us.
Oh ho, I realize that, of course.
I find myself liking Miss Rose more and more. Once I'm after you, it's over. None can escape me. We've managed to cut away at the number of their bodyguards. Now's the time to attack. I know. This fire inside me can only be cooled by the touch of her skin. What the fuck, man? Bring me a bunch of the young ones, guys. What is the sentence? I'm gonna have some man meat tonight. Miss Rose. Kixelman's walking around with a stuffy. Miss Rose, oh, how you pay for angering me. Alfred laughed flippantly, but the glass he held was shaking with anger. He was pissed that he got cock-blocked. Ah. Wait, what? Shit, yeah. Page 1, page 2. And I think I'm going to leave it there, actually. We have hit the, it's coming to almost 1 o'clock in the morning. And we've hit like 2 hours and 20 minutes on the recording. But yeah, this was Rose Guns Days. And this was Christmas Eve, technically Christmas Day now. So, once again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to my bullshit and my very, very shit attempts at voice acting. There are far too many. I said this before, there are far too many characters in this game. But yeah, Cookso, did you enjoy this? What do you guys think of this? I thought this was quite good. It's interesting. Definitely feels like a Ryu Kushio 7 game. There's like elements of that there, but it's quite a different setting. I think I feel like Umineko was set maybe in a similar-ish time frame. So it's kind of making me feel, giving me some Umineko vibes from some of the outfits the guys are wearing and stuff. But yeah, I quite like this. Let me show my beautiful PNG face. Look at me, I'm so beautiful. Do you know what I should have done? I should have got a Christmas hat, a Santa hat. Cookso saying Merry Xmas, time for boobs. But yes, thanks a lot, guys, for jumping on and making my Christmas Eve, Christmas Day less lonely. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. Maybe jump on with Cookso with something or whatever. But for now, this was Rose Guns Days, which I do plan to play in the future as well. I am Ash Manix. Just seeing Loopy saying, "Don't worry, we all lonely except Raider." But yes, this was Rose Guns Days. I am Ash Manix, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.